Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I believe you're having good time in your respective home, in your respective offices, in your respective training centers, in your respective cities, or whichever place you're listening to me from. I am so glad to be sharing with you this training today. And my topic of today is about presentation. And not just presentation, but a precise, straight to the point, simple presentation. I want you to understand that presentation is a very important skill in network marketing business. Presentation is very key because if you don't share your business to someone, there is no way they will know that you are having a business if you don't talk to them. It's like running a boutique, but you don't open the shop. Will people come to the shop if you don't open? The answer is a big no. The same thing applies to our business. If you wake up every single day and you end up getting to bed at night without showing any person your business, and you expect to make money, it's being delusional. You get my point? It is being delusional to expect to grow your network marketing business, or to expect to be successful, or to expect to achieve your dreams if what you do every single day is to wake up, go to the office, or walk up and down from your training center to the head office. You gossip with your team members, you gossip with your family members, you gossip with, that is not how, you're going to achieve success in the business. It doesn't happen like that. You wake up in the morning, all you do is to scroll through social media, you listen to some fake love stories on Facebook, or some funny breakup on TikTok, or some funny stuff on Instagram, and then you end your day and you tell your upline that you've been very, very busy today. You've done a lot, but you've not been productive. Listen to me. It is either you don't do anything in your day in this business, but you do a presentation. Listen to that statement again. It is better you don't do anything in a day, but never ever fail to do a presentation. The only thing that will make your business grow from the point it is right now to the next level is not luck. Whatever will make your business grow to the next level is not time. Staying in the business for years won't make your business grow. Whatever will make your business grow to the next level is not even prayers. Is committing to doing presentations every single blessed day. You got that point? Every single blessed day. And I always want you to approach every single day as an opportunity to conquer. At some point, you do presentations. You'll do a presentation to someone. Let's say, for example, yesterday you did 5 presentations and all of them said they are not interested. Yesterday is not today. No, there is a very, very famous quote, by a very, very famous author called Chinua Achebe. And this was the quote: yesterday is not today. Today is not tomorrow. Every day rises fresh from the hands of weary, God of the eye of the rising sun. Yesterday is not today, and today is not tomorrow. Every day rises fresh from the hands of weary, God of the eye of the rising sun. The fact that yesterday you got rejections doesn't mean that today you also get rejections. No. When it comes to presentations, always approach every day as a new opportunity. Always approach every day as a day when you are going to get that big, when you're going to make that big sale. Always approach every day as a day that you're going to meet, that person who is going to take the business serious and build the business and take your business to the next level. Listen to this. I don't believe in luck, but listen to this. At some point, there is luck in our business, but it is only going to happen if you show up every single day and show the plan every single day and share the opportunity every single day. The moment you are not committed to do the business every single day, when I talk about doing the business, I'm talking about presentations, nothing else. The moment you are not committed to sharing your business every single day, definitely you are going to miss your lucky day. You are only going to meet your lucky day if you are going to show up relentlessly and share the plan ruthlessly. You hear my point? Now, straight to the point. Now that I've been able to convince you that presentation is a very important skill in our business and that it is non-negotiable. Now, how do you now do a presentation? It is very, very simple. There are different parts of a presentation. Now, before I talk about parts of a presentation, you can either do an online presentation or an offline presentation. You can either do presentation online, either through Google Meet, one-on-one Google Meet, or a group presentation via Google Meet or via Zoom. You can also do an online presentation via WhatsApp group presentation, or by sharing videos on WhatsApp. I use it a lot. You can also do one-on-one presentation in your office through by using a presentation kit. You can also do a presentation, in an event, or you can also do a group presentation in your office. You can share the business to so many people in your office. That is a presentation. Or you can do a presentation in a hotel, in a big opportunity meeting or BOM. That's a presentation. Understand? So there are different types of presentations: online presentations, offline presentations, one-on-one presentations, group presentations. Now, your presentation, first of all, before you start your presentation, I want you to understand that sometimes it is always you, the member, that is always negative, not the prospect. So the first thing I want you to have in mind as far as presentation is concerned, my brother, my sister, always have a positive attitude. Always have a positive attitude. The moment you are doing a presentation and you've already told yourself that, you know what, I don't think this person can join the business, you've already lost. You've already lost the sale even before you start. You've already lost the sale. Always have a positive attitude. Always have a positive attitude while doing that presentation. Do a presentation as if that person is going to say yes to the business. You get my point? Do a presentation as if that person is going to start with Megaverse. Never do a presentation, with a negative attitude. You are displaying a negative energy and you expect your prospect to join the business. No, it doesn't work like that. Always be excited. Be this kind of person that when your prospect listens to you, that when your prospect looks at your eye, they can see fire burning inside you, and they can tell themselves that fire can communicate something to them. That fire alone tells them that this person knows whatever they are doing. That fire alone tells this person that this business works. You understand? I believe right now you can feel my energy. You can feel the fire inside me. By listening to me, you can understand. The energy I'm displaying, the energy I'm conveying to you right now simply tells you that I'm very passionate about whatever I'm doing, and I'm very confident about whatever I'm talking about. What if I was talking like this, presentation, you need to be positive? No. You don't operate like, you don't behave like that. You don't behave like that in your presentation. That is not how it is done. Always be enthusiastic about whatever you are doing. Always have a positive outlook, that when this person looks at you, they can feel your energy, because energy is always contagious. So the moment you are excited about the business, let me be honest with you, your prospect will be automatically be interested in the business just because of your excitement. Always be excited. Always be excited while doing a presentation. Before even I teach you, the steps of presentation, that doesn't matter. Even if you understand the steps of doing a presentation and you don't understand the things I'm talking about, you're not going to succeed at that presentation. You must understand these dynamics first. You must be positive. You must be very, very excited. You must be very, very confident. You must have the right posture. You understand? You must have the right posture. Your dress code also matters, especially in a physical presentation. Your dress code, you must dress sharp. Remember, first impression matters. Dress sharp. Have a bit, dress like a business person. Dress in a tie, dress in a coat. Understand? In a very, very dirty, in a very, not dirty, in a very, very clean, well kept shirt, neat hair. You understand? You smell nice. Understand? Always ensure that your appearance speaks to this person that this business works. Don't talk to your prospect, telling them that they are going to be multi-millionaires and you've not brushed your teeth. Honestly, it doesn't happen like that. You've not ironed your shirt and you're telling this person how they are going to be multi-millionaires. You are a comedian. You are a big comedian. You need to step up on big stages of comedy, not this business, because that person is not going to listen to you. The moment you have those things right, then now you can go ahead and do the presentation. Now, another thing, always do this presentation with a positive expectation. Yes, there are only two things. This person can either say yes or no. It is not always obvious that this person is going to say yes. I believe you know that. But while doing this presentation, always have a positive expectation. Always expect that this person is going to join the business. Always have that expectation. In the moment you have that expectation, chances of this person buying into the idea is very, very high. Do you know why? Because the moment you have an expectation that this person is going to buy in to the idea, your attitude, the way you carry yourself will be very, very different than if you don't believe that this person can buy into the idea. I believe that point is home. The first part of a presentation is your story. But even before telling your story, I want you to understand that presentation should be straight to the point, should be short and straight to the point. Don't talk about so many things in your presentation. No. Your presentation should be short and straight to the point. Avoid, don't talk too much while doing the presentation. Don't talk too much in your presentation. Are you getting my point? So the first thing is your story. Before sharing the business, before sharing with your prospect about the product and what the product can do to them, about the pay plan and how they can be millionaires, always start with your story. Like, for example, hello, I believe you're fine. My name is Silas Okoth. Even before I get to the story part, the first thing to start with is to break the ice. You don't just sit with someone in a presentation and you get straight to the point. No, be it online or offline, you must break the ice. Breaking the ice simply means breaking the stranger relationship, or breaking, breaking stranger relationship. Even if this person knows you and you know this person, don't just go straight to the point. You must, be a bit informal before you get to serious business. For example, if I'm talking to someone I've never met before, I'm talking to them, be it online presentation or offline presentation, this is how it begin. I'll compliment this person. Yes, compliments, really important. Always compliment your prospect. Let me tell you the truth. The moment people crave for compliments, and people rarely get, the reason why people crave for compliments is because people rarely get compliments. For example, since the day began, how many people told you that you look sharp? I can tell you 100% sure that nobody has told you that you look sharp today. Nobody. So if I tell you that you look sharp, you will feel good. That alone, will make you like me. If I'm doing a presentation to you, you're going to like me from the word go, because I've complimented you. I'll tell you, you have a very, very nice watch, my friend, my brother. I like your watch. Where did you buy it? Can you connect me to the seller? I don't want to buy, I'm just trying to bond with this person. You understand? Always compliment. Hey bro, I like your shirt. I like the fabric. Where did you get it? Can I get it as well? It's not that you want to buy it. You're just trying to bond with this person before getting straight to business. I like your hair. Why did you do your hair? Always compliment. Let me tell you the truth. A compliment or can open a conversation even with someone who was in a bad mood. If your prospect came to your presentation telling themselves that I'm not joining this thing or I'm not doing this thing, let me tell you the truth. The moment you compliment that person, they might change their mind and join, simply because you've made them feel good about themselves. Always compliment people. That's the first thing. The second thing is always to remember someone's name. If there is a word that someone feels good when hearing, it's their name. Do you know that? There is no sweeter word than your name. Are you aware? I believe you are aware of that. There is no sweeter word in the planet, in the entire dictionary. There is no sweeter word than your name. Master this person's name and make sure that you talk about, call their name so many times in the presentation. So Mark, the moment you become part of the project, Mark, as I told you, Mark, now look here, mention the name so many times that will caught their attention. The moment you mention someone's name, you will get their attention. I can tell you that for a fact. It is human psychology. If you want to understand this, I want you to read How to Win Friends and Influence People. It is a book. It's a very, very good masterpiece. Read that book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. It will show you exactly the simplest things you can use to win people's hearts. Not only in this business, even in your family. I can tell you that there are simple things that we don't do as human beings, but they really matter. And the people who understand these simple things, can live with anybody. The simplest things like complimenting people, the simplest things like, a firm handshake, the simplest things, like remembering people's names, they really matter. You understand? Now, after considering all that, and you've already broken the ice, the next thing that follows is an introduction about you and your life story. My name is Silas Okoth. I've been born and raised up in Siaya, in Ugenya, from a very, very humble home. I grew up believing or hoping that through my studies, my life is going to change, just like any other African child or any other African person in the African society. So my parents took me to school and I did so well. I expected that after my studies, I'm going to become a multi-millionaire. To my disappointment, I found myself in the streets hustling like a dropout. I was sick and tired of the kind of struggles I was going through. I was sick and tired of living from hand to mouth. I was sick and tired of mediocrity. And every single day I could question God. Every single day I could blame the government. Every single day I could blame my parents. I could blame the economy. But I realized that in the same economy, there are people who are doing well. There are people who are driving Rolls Royce. There are people who are driving, big cars. There are people who are living in a very, very good neighborhood. And I told myself that the problem is not the economy, that the problem is me. I started doing research about why I was struggling, and I came across so many reasons. And in the process, I was very much open to learning, because I realized that being closed-minded was one of the reasons why I was not doing well. I was never open to new information, and I realized that most people who are successful were people who are open to information. In the same process, I came across this opportunity through a close friend of mine who shared to me this information. I said yes to this business, and the rest is history. Simple as that. As simple as that. Through the business, I've been able to do this for my family. I've been able to do this for myself. I'm so excited about my future, because I know that network marketing business is one of the best vehicles to financial freedom, period. Then you start the presentation. Now, in the presentation, you should be very, very brief as well. Just as your story, I've shared my story in about 1 minute, period. You don't have to talk about everything. That, when you were born, your grandmother never liked the fact that you were born. No, your prospect is not interested in such stories. Don't tell those old folks to your prospect. They are not interested in that. Talk about important things only. Just talk about your background, what you never loved about your background, how you came across this opportunity, what the project has done for you, and how you feel about your future, period. If you're just getting started in the business and the business has done nothing to you yet, just talk about your background, talk about how you came across this business, and talk about how you feel about your future now that you are part of this business. Don't tell me that you don't have a story simply because you are just 1 week old. You have a story. Every person has a story. You understand? So always give that story. It's a very, very powerful story. Never undermine your story. That story you are having is very powerful. So share that story to the world. You understand? From there, you introduce the company. The next thing that you do is to introduce the company. For example, our company is called Alliance in Motion Global, which is in partnership, with financial partners and product manufacturers. Talk about Nature's Way, DSM, and Wada as the product manufacturers. Then talk about the Pan-African banks, the financial partners we are in partnership with, the EcoBank and the Stanbic Bank, period. The campaign in Kenya is called Health Plan 3.0, and the lifestyle wing is called Bonan Vivon. That is enough about the introduction. And the company has been in existence since 2006, and currently it is operating in over 200 countries across the globe, not only here in Africa, not only in East Africa, but in all parts of the world. That is enough about the introduction of the company. After the introduction of the company, talk about the products. The company deals with wellness products. Mention the products. Don't get into much details. After the products, talk about the pay plan. In the pay plan, talk about relevant things. Don't talk about everything. In the pay plan or the compensation plan, talk about direct connector bonus. While talking about the direct connectors bonus, there are words you should never use. Words like if you refer, never use that word. Instead of saying if you refer, instead say if you connect or if you share the project to someone. Instead of telling someone that if you refer someone you get paid, tell them if you connect someone or if you share the opportunity to someone. Don't say you get paid, instead say you get compensated. Don't say direct referral bonus, instead say direct connectors bonus. You understand? There are simple things that you don't have to ignore. If you ignore them, you are going to kill that sale. What are the most important things you need to understand when it comes to direct connectors bonus? Okay? The next thing is match pairing bonus. Talk about match pairing bonus. Talk about the 1 year scenario. And you can talk a little bit about retail profit. That is enough when it comes to compensation plan. You are done with the presentation. Talk about the daily payout system. Talk about the encashment system, how they are going to receive their money, either through EcoBank or Stanbic Bank or through M-Pesa. Then finally, you are done with the presentation. You are done. That is enough. After you are done with the presentation, share testimonies. And your testimonies should only answer 3 questions. After sharing the business to someone, that person will only have 3 concerns. Now, the first concern is, does the business work? How do you prove to them that the business works? By sharing success stories. The second question is, can I do it? How do you prove to them that they can do the business? By simply telling them that if you did it, if this other person did it, they can also do it. So it's simply by sharing stories again. Then the third question that someone will have will be, will you support me? How do you respond to that question? You respond to that question by talking about mentorship. It is not that you wait for this person to ask you these questions. They will not. They will not ask you this question. You are the one to address these questions without them asking you the questions in the presentation. So you are doing the presentation, but in real sense, you are answering their concerns that they are having in mind. How do you address the concern of you supporting them? By talking about mentorship, by telling them that the moment to become part of this project, you're going to be mentored, you're going to be supported step by step until you achieve your goals. Period. You are done with the presentation. You are done. You share, then from there you can now share success stories related to them. If this person is working in Saudi Arabia as a house help, share with them success stories of people who are doing the business and they are in Saudi Arabia. If this person is a teacher, share with them success stories of someone in the business who is a teacher. Don't share irrelevant stories. You cannot be sharing a story of a police officer to someone who is a doctor. No. Share relevant stories. Share stories they can relate to. And I can tell you for sure, if you follow that step-by-step guide I've told you, when it comes to presentation, it's going to be 100% perfect. The moment you follow that step-by-step guide I've shared with you, you're going to find presentation very interesting. Above all, understand that you are not the message, you are a messenger. To make your work easier, have presentation tools. Have a presentation kit, which is a booklet to help you do a presentation. If you're doing online presentations, when it comes to presentation, you're going to be talking about the same things. If you realize that you do talk about the same things and you're doing online presentation, create tools. As for me, I do use voice notes and some short videos and screenshots to do a presentation. I have them. So when I'm doing a presentation to someone, I'm just sending it to them and they're going to go through everything and they give me a feedback. As simple as that. Or you can use a presentation video. You don't have to be talking to someone every time. You present to this person, you take 1 hour to present to this, 1 hour for another person. No, that is a lot of hard work. You don't get paid for hard work. You get paid for productivity, for results. So use tools to make your work easier. Tools saves you time, saves you energy, and saves you money. So follow all that, and you're going to deliver a very, very powerful presentation. Cheers.